Good morning. So we have 3 vaccines. So why is testing still so critical?
Yeah, so good morning to you, Robin. I always tell people, if you don't test, you don't know. If you don't test, you don't know for sure with this virus. Remember, there are a whole bunch of people who can have the virus and don't have any symptoms. I think what I want to sort of point out, though, is in that number, that 26%, we don't know what's in that number. Is that number because people are more careful? We're being more disciplined and there's less exposure and less symptoms? Or are people saying, hey, we've got all these vaccines now, I'm going to just not get tested? So I don't think we quite know. I will tell you that I think that the testing is still going to be important for us to see all those numbers that everybody sees when you Google or you look at HLN or CNN. Those numbers come because people are being tested. So we're going to be testing, I think, for a long time.
The CDC plans to release a list of things that you can and can't do once you're vaccinated. So I think people are really waiting on this. On one hand, you hear, you know what, your life in the meantime will not be that different until everyone else gets vaccinated. While other people say, well, I hope so. Isn't that why I'm getting vaccinated?
Yeah, and I think it's because of the curveballs that this virus and the disease that it causes, COVID-19, are throwing at us every time. It's based on this. I think that the recommendations are probably going to be around vaccinated people with vaccinated people. We've heard a little bit of that already. And it's mainly because of this. The vaccines that are out, highly effective, much more effective than we thought they would ever be, but they're not perfect. Number 2, vaccinated people can still be infected. Dr. Dave always says, if you have the virus, you can pass the virus. Last piece is, remember, there are going to be children, right? And so if you pass it to children, the children are not going to be vaccinated anytime soon, at least from the data. And if a child passes it to another child that passes it to an unvaccinated family, our lives stay restricted because this thing keeps going. So I think we're going to just see vaccinated to vaccinated recommendations.
Okay. So several states are expanding their vaccine eligibility to people 55 and older soon, while other states seem like they're at a standstill. Is it about supply or is it about the population in certain states?
It's probably a combination, but supply is the one we have our hands on. That's objective data. I'll give you an anecdote. I just heard from a friend in Chicago who knows of a site that has hundreds of vaccine doses. Only 60 people have signed up for it, literally, as of last night. And so it's going to be different from place to place. What I'm asking people to do when they call me, no matter where they are, because I'm getting tweets and DMs and texts, is to find your local public health website or phone number and call them to say, where can I get it and do I qualify for it? What are the qualifications to get vaccinated?
Dr. Dave Montgomery, thank you very much. Appreciate it.